Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm going to be showing you Super Dante, which you unlock by beating the game on Dante Must Die, which is very, very powerful in this. It's actually the most powerful in the series, and it's to the point of being overpowered, but I'll get into that and show you right now. As you would guess, it still throws them in the air, just like it would outside of Devil Trigger, and something that they actually changed about Super Dante is I'll let them attack me to show you. In previous games, whenever you would get damaged and go into Super Dante, your health wouldn't regenerate. Well, it regenerates now. So, if you have Super Dante on while you're playing this game, you are essentially invincible. So, but it takes your score down by 50%. So, whatever your score becomes at the end of the level, it gets divided by 50%. So, you will not be getting very many high rankings while playing on this. But it is very fun to do. It's actually more fun than having limited Devil Trigger, because this way it's just all the time, and that's really fun to have. And something weird that I noticed is that normally I would assume that going to the Devil Trigger throws every enemy into the air, and that's just it. But actually, when new enemies spawn, they'll just come right out of the ground and shoot up into the air. So even new enemies spawning can't attack you. And really, the only things that can attack you are enemies that do not get affected by the Devil Trigger like this, and that is none of them aside from the bosses. So essentially, every enemy will fly into the air helplessly, unless they already fly. If they already fly, then they'll already be flying when they spawn, so they will not be affected by it. And actually, if you take them to the ground like this, if he'll go to the ground for a second there he goes. If he gets down on the ground like this, he will start attacking again. So they're not entirely helpless. We'll go get a close-up look of Super Dante up against this wall here. See, his hair is white and he has the red jacket, which I would like to have a costume of this. They're actually making the classic Dante from DmC 3 as a DLC costume. It's going to be $4, and it comes with the classic Dante, Dark Dante, and Neo Dante, which are all new costumes. Neo Dante I'm not a huge fan of, but Dark Dante and Classic Dante look really good. I'm going to turn this into the thumbnail for the video, by the way. One of these angles. I'm going to look at the one that I like the best, and that's the one that's going to be the thumbnail. So yeah, there's Super Dante. I'm going to go ahead and move on here. Funny thing is, actually, this is kind of a glitch. When you're playing this mission for the first time, you don't have Angel Evade or Angel Dash or any of that, so you can just run ahead if you do have it. And he actually, you saw right there, he completely skips the cutscene where he's running up the falling RV, and he jumps onto the guns and grabs them. And it's really funny that way, because I didn't think that would be possible. I'm pretty sure Ninja Theory knew that you would be able to skip past that if you had the Angel Dash, so they made it the option that if you get there before the RV does, then you just jump without it, which I thought was really cool. As you can see, they're just helplessly in the air. They are not doing anything. This is actually an extremely easy way to... I am falling off the edge. It's an extremely easy way to beat the game on Hell or Hell mode. Oh look, the flying demons do get thrown out of place. But you see, they spawn right out of the ground and go into that. So that's pretty easy. I'm going to stick them with Kablooey while they're up there. It's a cool mode, but I like the other Devil Triggers better. Mainly because it takes a lot to store up, and then it not regenerates, but it goes away pretty quickly. It's not too quickly, but it still goes away quicker than previous games. And I guess the reason why they made it harder to obtain and it goes away quicker is because of how overpowered it is. That's why I would have liked the addition of more Devil Triggers. Like, just have multiple. They're spawning right into the carousel. Wow, that is funny. I'm gonna pull them into it. Bam! Just unlocked a concept art. That's nice. Oh, well, I got hit by it too. Right now I'm in the process of beating the game on Nephilim with triple S rank on every mission. And then after that, I'm going to be beating the game on Hell or Hell mode, which with this Dante will not be too much of a challenge. And as you can see during cutscenes, it actually knocks you out of Devil Trigger, so that's really the only times that it does run out. Alright, what am I doing here? Oh, another cool thing about Devil Trigger, which actually makes this game a little more enjoyable, is that these color-coded enemies can be attacked with any attack. So you can use any weapon in the game and it'll affect them, which is very awesome, because I hate the color-coded enemies. That's the only thing that I can complain about in this game, gameplay-wise. The style meter is also a bit broken. Yeah. I took a picture and I put it on my Facebook page, and I have 7 deaths and 3 items used, and I was still able to get a triple S rank. So that needs to be fixed. This is essentially flight mode. So you'd never have to touch the ground if you don't want to. You can just keep pulling yourself back up to them. It's a very fun mode to have on. It's more of a novelty thing, though. Oh, this guy just spawned without being affected. I'm going to change that. There we go. It would get old after a while being completely invincible, but it's still fun. And one thing I didn't know is that you can completely skip this part if you just run over here. Because normally there's a cutscene before that where Kat says, Dante, come this way, or something like that. And I thought you had to actually wait for her to say that before you can go in there. But then I just ran to it one day and figured out that you can just go right past it, so that's good. I don't have to wait for that anymore. One thing you probably noticed back there is that the Eric Slam, it actually knocks them down. And it, not just the enemy you're attacking, but it brings everyone down. Which is a cool thing. It's the only attack that does something like that. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Where am I? Running into stuff here. This is my way to speed through levels. Since they took out running from the previous games, if you were to go in one direction, you just sprint. They took that out, so I just angel dash everywhere. I'm gonna throw you guys up in the air, and there we go. I'm gonna pull them all to me. There's actually another good way. The absolute easiest way, though, is playing on Heaven or Hell mode, but I made an achievement guide where you can get a bunch of kills with, it's 100 kills with demon attacks, 100 kills with angel attacks, and then 50 kills with guns. And that one is best done on Heaven or Hell mode, which obviously kills everyone in one hit, so that makes it extremely easy. I'll do the pound here. See, it brings them all down to the ground, but they're still floating a bit. That's funny seeing them just spawn out of the ground and go right into the air. And back down. Oh, he went to a wall. It's also really cool to see yourself with white hair and the red jacket all the time. That's a cool addition to have. This is the cutscene with the white hair joke. A lot of people got angry about that. I didn't think they would. They said it's like a big slap in the face of the fans, but it was really just there as a like a reference, like a tongue-in-cheek joke, as the like to the old Dante. It wasn't really a slam. They were just kidding about it. And the fact that they're making a old Dante costume that his hair looks a lot like that just shows you that they weren't trying to kick the fans. It was more of just a sign, like they were just saying, well, you guys complained so much about his hair, here he is. So that's more of what it was. If nobody flipped out like they did about the hair color, that never would have been in the game. So that was more of a little joke about the fans' reaction. Here I'm going to show you, if you have the Demon Evade and you're in Devil Trigger, you do an extremely high amount of damage to this boss. The Demon Evade has worn off, so now it's just Devil Trigger. But you can kill him in this first part of the fight, and it's pretty crazy. See right there, he's already dead. If you have Demon Evade, you can kill him much quicker than that.
Game over.
Yes, it is, because I'm skipping the cutscene. Alright, so that was the Super Dante video. There's no more unlockables. If you beat the game on any difficulty, Son of Sparta, and Dante Must Die, there are no more unlockables after that. Because for beating it on any difficulty, you get the white-haired Dante. For beating it on Son of Sparta, you get the Jacketless Dante, and for beating it on Dante Must Die, you get the Devil Trigger. The Unlimited Devil Trigger with Super Dante. And as you see there, I got my score cut. It's in the red with the Super Dante there. I'm going to go to the skins and perks and turn that off. Yep, there we go. So here are all the costumes. You have Standard Dante, because after you beat the game, his hair permanently turns white, so it becomes a standard, which I thought was a cool thing. Then you have the original. If you notice between the two, his hair is actually longer, so that's a little better. And his skin turns more pale, which is something I noticed. So it gets a little more white with his white hair. And then here's Jacketless Dante, which I actually used for a while in some of my videos, but I went back to this one because I like it better. Alright, that was my video. I will be back with a combo video at some point in time, probably a week from now, just so I can get completely perfect at this game, and then I'll be back for that. Alright, so stay tuned for that.